is Kakkadippuram, presenting our work on experimental study on the daily water requirements for optimal growth in diverse plant saplings. We present this as an initial study for our future explorations of daily water requirements for the betterment of our agriculture sector. Water is an important parameter in the healthy growth and survival of plants. Water is essential for absorbing nutrients from the soil, transporting them to the different parts of the plant to do photosynthesis and other activities in a good yielding crop. However, if we water more, it results in a bad condition. Similarly, if we have water scarcity, it will also result in adverse scenarios. Water scarcity can stand the plant's growth and cause to dry out, while overwatering can cause soil erosion or reduce soil aeration, loss of the soil nutrients. So, finding the right amount of water that a plant grows needs very important.
Thus our aim of this project is to investigate the optimal daily water requirement for healthy growth in diverse plant saplings. We define the following objectives: to identify the water quantity that promotes optimal growth for various plant species, to compare the growth of plants receiving different water amounts, to observe the effects of watering frequency on plant health parameters.
Moving on to methodology, we did an experimental study to find this for different plant saplings. We actually used different types of plants like spinach, watermelon, Chinese potato, castor, lady's finger and green yam. Our experimental process was to plant seeds or small saplings of plants in 4 different pots and then pour water in different levels. We used grow bags with same size, same type of soil and planted seeds from the same mother plant at same depth. We kept all pots in the same place to get same amount of sunlight. We decided not to pour water at one time in large quantity to avoid erosion of soil. In pot A, we water 4 times a day. In pot B, 3 times and in pot C, 2 times a day. In pot D, we don't water at all. Each time we use 50 ml of water.
To evaluate the results, we observed 2 parameters, the height of saplings and the number of leaves. We observed plant saplings for 30 days and seedlings for 15 days and marked the parameters 4 times a day. Around our experiment, in most of the cases, we found that the 3 times watered plants had better growth. For example, spinach in all pots had 4 leaves on day 1. After 30 days, pot B had 14 leaves, which is higher than that in all other pots. Similarly, Chinese potato in pot B had the largest growth of 8 cm. In case of seedlings, green gram also showed similar growth. Pot B had a growth of 18.9 cm, which is higher than all other samples. Similarly, lady's finger in pot B got 4 leaves by the last day.
And from our experiment, it was found that the plants with 3 times watering had the best growth. We can see that overwatering or water scarcity is not good for the optimal growth. However, we have long way to go and we have identified a few parts where we have to improve our experiment. A few limitations we identified are the lack of options to analyze the quality of seeds, problems with uncontrollable environmental factors such as rain, humidity, etc. We planned to do more literature reviews to find solutions for the problems. We will also explore more scientific methods to find optimal water quantity for the different plant species. We also like to repeat the experiment with wider varieties of plant species in more controlled environment.
With this study, we aim to identify the optimal amount of water that each plant requires, provide the information to our neighborhood families and farmers so that they can provide the optimal water, avoiding misuse of the water, providing the optimal growth for the plants. Thank you for your time. We are also grateful to GYRA and IRCC coordinators for this opportunity. Now we are open to any questions.
We bought it from shops and we brought plants, saplings like lady's finger and spinach too. and we got that from our garden, some places. On the first time we had meetings and we were done thinking of making a presentation. So she had a question that about this this experiment. So that day a part of this GYRA presentation was there. So in that day we got that question and we had the opportunity to present it.
The method you're going to use to find the plant water requirement.
Water is required by a plant. What method are you going to use? Each plant requires some water, right? What method are
We
you
can see that overwatering or water scarcity is not good for the optimal growth.
I'm asking so that means I'm asking. So we know that. So what is your method to find the actual water which is going to be required by the plant?
In every pots we except for pot D, pot A, pot B, pot C. In these all pots we watered 50 ml of water, and in pot A we water 4 times a day, early morning 4:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. And in pot B we watered 3 times a day, and in pot C we watered 2 times a day. In pot D we don't water at all.